my name is Ritisha Das. I am a double major in mechanical engineering and mathematics, and I am a DAAD-RISE scholarship recipient. So when I was a freshman in college, I knew I wanted to get into research, and I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know how to do that, and I had a friend who was super qualified. He's a Rhodes Scholar now. And I remember him, I really looked up to him, and he told me about a bunch of different programs at ASU that does study abroad and research. I'm a Flynn Scholar, so a lot of the emphasis in that program is both cultural enrichment through global exploring on top of just also strengthening your academic portfolio. And so he mentioned DAAD-RISE then, and I do remember thinking like, there's no way it's gonna happen. And then I said, okay, maybe let me just try for it. And then junior year I applied, and here we are. So I was very excited about that opportunity. So I lived in Hamburg, a port city in northern Germany, and this city has like hundreds of canals across it. So I think one of those beautiful things about the city is that there's always water wherever you go, and so there's ships and like just a very beautiful completion to the scenery. I would take a train every morning to get to my workplace, and they have these panoramic windows in the train, so you'd be able to like see through the windows and always see the lake or a canal, and it was just really pretty. So that was kind of like where I lived. My research was highly theoretical, which I feel like I was not expecting going into it, since mechanical engineering as an industry and a field is very practical application focused. So when I went into the project, I realized we were going to be doing a lot of computational work and a lot of theoretical simulations. So I ended up comparing two kinds of finite element analyses, which is something that's very typical in mechanical engineering, and trying to show that one method was faster than the other. And so I would use MATLAB a lot and a lot of programming skills, which is also not something that I think mechanical engineering normally as a field stereotypically covers in its learning. So that was a lot of new skills that I got to learn, but I think I got really proficient in it over the summer because of how intense the research was. And so I'm happy to say that I think I can see myself moving forward to a position that would draw on computer science sort of programming skills and mechanical engineering expertise. I have to say, because I've done this kind of experience before in terms of traveling, I really wanted this internship to enhance what I brought to the field in terms of technical skills. So I really feel like I grew as a in terms of coding and programming skills and just my computer science understanding in general. And I think that I'll be able to take that forward to a lot of my future research projects. And I've been doing that even this semester with the program I'm in. So I think that's kind of where my biggest growth happened. I really enjoyed it. And of course, meeting new people, interacting with new cultures, that's always a plus. Over the summer, we did a lot of traveling, and one of the weekends, DAAD-RISE as a program held a convention or a conference where all the different DAAD-RISE students stationed all over Germany gathered together, and they shared a bit about their projects, and we just kind of met each other. A lot of us, from different cities that we had never met before. And that weekend, it was held in Heidelberg, and that weekend, coincidentally enough, was the one time over the summer that they were doing this fireworks show in front of the Heidelberg Castle. It's considered like a castle illumination show. I had to like look up the details afterwards to write it in my travel journal. And it was all a coincidence. Like the spontaneity of it was crazy to me. We met a friend there who had been a reference from our German friends from Hamburg. They said, meet up with this person, they'd be able to show you around Heidelberg. We met with them and they said, there's gonna be a huge fireworks show. Let's take a picnic blanket, sit by the lake, and let's like watch it. It's a stunning 15-minute show that starts at 10 p.m. And the amount of people that were there were kids and families, and I mean the food and the drinks, they had like little carts with food and like German local treats as well. And we just ate, we chatted, and we watched the fireworks. And then that night we went over to that friend's apartment and we just played games, danced to music. It was just so idyllic in the way that it worked out too, because we were in a new city. We had no sort of concept of what would be perfect to do in Heidelberg, especially because it was such a short amount of time. But yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite memories from the summer. I think the first thing is to apply. Don't let imposter syndrome get in the way. I struggle with that so much. I know I've had moments where I would look at an application and go, there's no way it's gonna happen. I felt that way about DAAD-RISE as well. And it worked out. So I think believe in yourself and don't automatically assume just because you don't have the stereotypical portfolio of those that have already applied before you or after you that you can't make it, because you most probably can as long as you believe in yourself. So